right to John, who's been tracking this, and it's been shifting throughout the morning on
Yes,
you.
it has. It's going to change. You got to be a little sick and twisted to live in Minnesota, so it's all perspective, baby. It is a nasty morning out here, though, when you look at it. I've been holding this sideways. It's been raining so hard. And I am looking at some actual thunderstorm, or this could be possible thunder snow if it changes over. So the concern here this morning is actually the fact that we're going to be looking at heavy snow coming in here and transitioning. All right, well, there you go. You can get the KARE 11 app there, downloaded on your screen. We're also, I just updated the web article on KARE11.com as well if you want to check that out. But here's that heavy snow transitioning. And I've been watching this closely here, and I've been kind of messaging the same thing. I know a lot of people join at 6. If you can leave in the next 30 minutes in the Twin Cities, do it. It will help you, I promise. There's not a lot of times I'm on here trying to tell you what to do, but I think that's definitely good advice. Monticello, Buffalo, you see all this heavy rain? I see a thunderstorm in there. Look at Hutchinson starting to change over to snow. It's going to start to change over. We'll talk about a new accumulation map and your forecast coming up. Cece.
Good morning. Hope your morning's off to a great start. Seeing quite a few crashes this morning. This new crash is in Richfield 494 westbound. It's between Penn Ave and the Xerxes overpass. It's to the right, so it's not really slowing things down now, but I've seen really bad crashes this morning, so please take it slow. And as you head out the door, that crash is going to impact you if you're headed toward Highway 100, 169. Big map look, still keeping my eye on a crash on 694 in the Brooklyn Center area. Otherwise, things are quieting down out there right now at 6 o'clock. But as John and me have been mentioning all morning, it'd be best if you leave before 8. Be careful, stay off that cruise control. I'll have a look around the metro when I see you next.
Yeah, CC, us Minnesotans have to do the shift. We have to get into winter driving mode. It's been dry roads, and now we have to deal with some slick conditions. So as you heard from CC and John, they've been saying all morning long, if you are headed out today, give yourself extra time.
If you have a long commute ahead of you, you may want to leave right now. That rain transitioning to snow in the next few hours here in the metro. We sent our Audrey Russo to Monticello to look at conditions right now, and we can hear, Audrey, that rain is coming down.
Yeah, Jason, Alicia, I'm really waiting for the snow. I think at that point it'd be a little bit more comfortable to stand in than the rain. You can see the wind is really picking up. It's kind of moving my umbrella around. I'm in Monticello, overlooking I-94, where the traffic volume is starting to build a little bit. Oop, there goes the umbrella. Traffic volume is starting to build. People are taking it slow from what we can see. Now the MnDOT, I've reached out to them for more information, really just on what their plan is for the rest of the day. But from what I could see on their map, they started the morning around 5 o'clock with about 4 plow trucks that were sort of circling the Twin Cities. In the last half hour when I checked, they're kind of spreading them out across the state. I saw a particular concentration around the St. Cloud area, which based on what John's been saying, makes a lot of sense for what we're going to get later on in the day. Because obviously right now the commute is the headline, but later on today, it's that trick-or-treating forecast, that potential for snow that everybody's going to be keeping an eye on. I'll have more information coming up in the next half hour on just how people are preparing and planning. Oh, there goes the umbrella again. But for now, Jason and Alicia, I'll send things back to you.
That was a real boss move, the way you got it back. That was real slick. There, she's working on it. There you go.
MVP of the morning.
Audrey, we appreciate you. We know it's tough conditions out there. Thank you so much. Make sure you take out your phone and scan the QR code on your screen to download the KARE 11 weather app. You can keep up to date with the changing forecasts and check live radar anywhere. You can also search KARE 11 in your app store. Let's turn to some other top headlines here. In just a few hours, the Minneapolis City Council will meet, and they have a pretty packed agenda.
That's right. Michelle Beck is live in the newsroom with details on a big decision that they'll be making today. Hey, Michelle.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Starting in about 3 hours, City Council members will take up a decades-old question, and that's whether or not to close the Hennepin Energy Recovery Center, which since it was built has raised concerns over air pollution. This is the HERC trash incinerator behind Target Field. According to the resolution on the table, it burns about 1,000 tons of garbage every day for energy. The document goes on to say the incinerator should be shut down at the latest by the end of 2027. And while it is county owned and operated, the resolution would require the city to contribute, like with solid waste diversion, as soon as possible. City documents show there's 256 pages of public comments about this topic, so we know a lot of people will be tuned in to what happens. We also know many are following the shooting of a Minneapolis man allegedly by his neighbor, and that could come up in today's meeting. I'll have more on that in the next 30 minutes.
Michelle Beck will check back with you in 30 minutes. Thank you so much. Besides those two items now, the council is also expected to vote on a legal settlement with Charles McMillan. He's suing the city for emotional distress after witnessing the murder of George Floyd. And the council is planning to adopt regulations for governing cannabis businesses.
In the last 24 hours, the U.S. Attorney's Office announced charges against 11 members of the Lowe's Street Gang with RICO, the organized crime law created to take down the mob. This is part of U.S. Attorney Andy Luger's effort to dismantle Minneapolis street gangs. Prior to yesterday, 80 gang members had been charged and 41 of them have been convicted so far. The Lowe's are rivals with another gang the office has targeted, the Highs. These defendants are allegedly responsible for 7 shootings affecting 10 victims.
Well, we have an update on the lawsuit filed against Hennepin County election officials. The state Supreme Court found that the county was complying with election law when it comes to sorting through absentee ballots. But they said the county must go through the list that was provided by the party before moving on to other Republican judges. The Minnesota Voters Alliance sued Hennepin County for filling spots with people not from their list. Those boards decide whether to accept or reject absentee ballots by matching signatures on the ballot envelopes. The law requires the job be done by a bipartisan set of election judges.
Hennepin County needs to follow the process, consult both the Republican and the Democrat party lists when you're appointing election judges to the ballot board. And we knew that they hadn't done that. They admitted that in the case in the Supreme Court.
Trying to work with our city elections partners to make sure we're not poaching election judges from them, but we're complying with the court order and we will do what we need to do.
Hennepin County's election officials say they will comply with a new order from the state Supreme Court. And make sure you download the KARE 11 Plus app for election night. We're going to be live streaming starting at 5:30 with analysis, results, and local updates. You can find the app on your Fire TV, Apple, or Roku devices.
If you want to keep your kids inside for Halloween, the Mall of America is offering families a safe place to celebrate. It's not just about the location. The mall is making sure kids with food allergies aren't left out as well. Malloween will have toys in addition to candy at the Rotunda. And over at Nickelodeon Universe, you can check out an 1,100-pound pumpkin, music, and a light show. It all starts today at 1 p.m. A nice alternative to keep out of the rain here and the snow. Time now 6:08, and speaking of the snow, we're getting a live look from MnDOT's West Metro headquarters. Our crews reported seeing some salt trucks out there on the roads. Haven't seen that in months. A precaution as we could start seeing some snow here, John. That changeover could happen at any time now.